Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Alhaji D. Hong, you're welcome to FCTA. The Acting Permanent Secretary, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Alhaji Nuhu Ahmed. The Secretary, Legal Services, FCTA, Alhaji M. Maji. The Secretary of Education, FCTA, Alhaji Hussein Hali Rupai. Members of the Actors Guild and Nollywood and so on, you are all welcome to this event. The Managing Director of Abuja Film Village International, Mr. Shegu Oyekunle, to render his remarks.
The Honorable Minister of the FCTA, Senator Bambala Abdulkadir Mohammed, the Honorable Minister of State, the FCTA, Navy Captain Olupalade, the Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, the Acting Permanent Secretary of the FCTA, the Secretaries of the FCTA, all other protocols observed. It is a great pleasure and honor to be here today to thank our minister. Since he came, we've been moving at warp speed to get the film village off the ground. He declared that there's no going back on the film village, and is giving us the support to move ahead and reach this day. So we thank you very much, sir. We have been able to reach an agreement with the Kohath investment group. We followed all the due process that were allowed us through the ICRC, AIC, and we thank so much the General Counsel of the FCTA for his support and vetting the documents that we have. And we've been able to have the paper that we want our minister to just say approved, and we know we have a deal. We know that without his approval, we cannot move forward. But he has indicated that he wants the film village developed fully, and we believe that with this, we will be able to move forward and make Abuja the center of film and entertainment excellence. And as we go ahead, we believe that Kohath that wants to flag it, but I want to start phase 1 in January, they will be able to start in January with the approval of the minister. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Distinguished Senator Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed to give his comment. The Honorable Minister, sir.
Your Excellency, the Minister of State, FCT, and his own colleague, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who has come to give us this support, the Acting Permanent Secretary, the General Counsel and other mandate secretaries here present, the Managing Director of the Abuja Film Village, Mr. Shegun, the General Manager, other directors here present, our most respected development partners, the Kohath Group, that are coming for this very important relationship that we are trying to give legal instrument and endorsement this morning. My colleagues, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the film village is one area that is not just about movies, it is a mixed-use initiative. When people look at it, they will say, why are we giving 5,000 hectares of land just to make film? It is not about filmmaking, it is about housing, it is about entertainment, about recreation, about tourism, and this is what makes a city. Abuja is the center and the capital of Nigeria, the most populous black African nation in the world, and therefore it is the capital of the African continent. We must provide facilities and services that are required for our mixed and diverse population resident in the city. I congratulate our own Abuja Infrastructure Investment Center, Abuja Investment, and indeed the Abuja Film Village for this initiative. Most importantly, we thank His Excellency, the President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, for giving such support and giving us the required added impetus through the ICRC to take private-public partnership to the next level with credible, transparent, mutually beneficial agreements and other arrangements. Today's event is just to mark the beginning of how we intend to implement this program within Village, which I have just described, phase 1. And we are going to sign an agreement with the Kohath Group to develop this mixed-use facility so that we can make Abuja another Hollywood, another center where you have tourism, you have recreation, you have entertainment, you have housing, in a manner that is within the best global practice. And this initiative is at the cost of $150 million. Suffice it to say, we have our land premium that is going to constitute part of our equity participation in the venture. And the vehicle, the special purpose vehicle set up between Abuja Investment and these people is already on the ground and it has been perfected. This is the legal instrument. We urge you to come with credible business plan so that we will depart from the practice of the past where land is collected and encumbered without actually developing them. I continue to mention some initiatives of international nature, like that of the Malaysian Garden, the American Hospital, that we are trying to unbundle, but still we are not where we want to be. Today we are happy because since our assumption of office under His Excellency's administration, we have been able, because of the good governance environment that we have created, to attract a lot of investment into the city. You are aware, for the first time outside the oil and gas industry, we have attracted American investment to develop our boulevard, the city center. I congratulate you, Farouk, and your team and other people that are packaging our own PPPs, especially the ICRC. This is the first time we are attracting such investment from the international community. The expression of confidence in our investment environment is something that we value so much. there had been perception and sensibilities, often negative, on us. But we are telling the international world that we are good people and that one man cannot spoil 150 million people. We are doing it in tandem with the global best practices, and our development partners should be rest assured that His Excellency, the President Commander-in-Chief, had already directed the Minister of Finance to provide the necessary guarantee on investment, so that you can have return on investments, so that your investment and our agreements will have durability, a sound institutional and legal framework that will not be violated by anybody. That is most important. I congratulate you and know that you are just putting a tip of the iceberg, considering the expanse of land that we have for the film village. The place is there for you. $150 million is just a beginning, and we will know that you have the capacity, looking at your pedigree and antecedents, your background, that we have made a search on our own through the internet. You have the capacity to deploy more than $5 to $10 billion to develop the whole district. I congratulate you. It is my pleasure and privilege. For our Nollywood stars that are here, I think they add to the glamour, to the beauty, and of course to the pleasant and salutary effect that this particular event is giving the nation. And the Hollywood stuff, I understand, are also here. So this is giving us that international linkage that is required. And so this is indeed a new beginning, a new dawn. As we have always said, we will open a new frontier for Abuja and for the nation. And this is just the key and the beginning. I congratulate all of us as Nigerians for this, and I assure you, this is no gimmick, this is no polemics, this is not just jargon. We are here to do business in the best interest of the nation, in the best interest of the global community, and in the best global practice. Thank you very much. May God bless all of us.
At this stage now, I wish to invite the Managing Director of Kohath Group, Mr. Teniola Eleramu, to give us his response.
Honorable Minister, I hope I get it right, appreciating the all due protocols, Minister of State, and our able gentlemen in the Federal Capital Territory. On behalf of the board and management of Kohath Investment Group, I would like to say a very big thank you for giving us the time and for reposing the belief in us to participate in this landmark development in the Abuja Film Village in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. In response to what the Honorable Minister said, would like to say once again that we share so much in the vision that you have and you've demonstrated in the Federal Capital Territory. We also believe so much in the vision of the Abuja Film Village to be the home of film and entertainment in the whole entire African region, and we'll do everything within our possible ability to ensure that this vision is achieved to the best of our capabilities. I must say that we've assembled the project team from the best of the best in the world, spanning through Europe and Eastern America, the Middle East. We have our financial partners and also our project managers and technical partners fully resident and ready to begin work as soon as possible. We are committed to this vision, and once again I would say we wouldn't have gotten to where we are if not for the support and also for the kind and aggressive nature of the Federal Capital Territory. I would like to say thank you all for honoring us here with your presence, and we look forward to having you to participate financially in the land of Oni City development. Thank you very much, sir.
That's great. Yes,
terms and agreements. I have the pleasure and privilege of inviting the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, my younger brother, Hong, to make some comments.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, distinguished Senator, Honorable Minister of State for FCT, the Acting Permanent Secretary, the Secretaries of the Federal Capital Territory, the Chairman of the Kohath Group, and the Managing Director of the Abuja Film Village, our celebrities, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So I'm happy to be here because I was familiar with this project. When I was Minister of State in Ministry of Culture and Tourism, we have also been party to the pushing of this project. I'm very happy that I am here when this very landmark achievement is being recorded. I think it's highly commendable. We have supported the Abuja Film Festival Committee and also Nigerian Authors Association, who are partners in this project. I'm aware about this project, and I really would like to commend the honorable ministers in the FCT for within the shortest possible time this project is going to see the light of the day. And I'm also very much touched because I think this is a very strong initiative because our Nollywood have come to stand. I think with this support, the Nollywood and our other entertainment sector, and most importantly the tourism sector, will have a very new lease of life, and there is no place better to do this thing more than in Abuja. I would like to encourage the investors that there is huge opportunity in this project, unimaginable opportunity. So I think it's an investment that is worth investing into, and it has no limit, and the potential and rate of return will be very, very much unimaginable at this material time. So I will urge you to reciprocate the effort of the Federal Capital Territory for signing this agreement, so that at least we would like to see this project coming to fruition, so that at least our Nollywood stars will not have any cause for them to go and shoot films outside the country. All sceneries will be provided in this complex, and also our music stars, and so many opportunities for tourism and development. Nigeria is a very large market. There is no doubt about that. We have also the talents. Our Nollywood stars are second to none now in Africa. In fact, second in the whole world. I think it's something worth investing into. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for supporting this vision and dream, and I think it's highly commendable. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister FCT of State, Honorable Minister Foreign Affairs, MD Abuja Film Village, MD Kohath Group, distinguished guests from Serial Suite, Renaissance Partners, Saravia and Associates, IGI Insurance, Lekki Worldwide Investments, and Verot Group, esteemed international Nollywood and Hollywood stars, our secretaries, our permanent secretary to the FCT, all the directors and special advisors to the minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to have been asked to give this vote of thanks on this landmark occasion today. I, on behalf of the FCT, of AAV and the Kohath Group, extend a very hearty thank you to all of you for gracing us with your presence at this memorable flag-off. An event of this magnitude cannot happen overnight. We have been extremely fortunate to be backed by the visionary Minister of FCT, the Minister of State as well, whose dedication to the FCT and the nation, and whose declaration of no going back on the Film Village has been pushing us all to ensure this event holds. I must also mention our deep appreciation to the Permanent Secretary of the FCT, Dr. Olorunfemi, and also the Board Chairman of AAVI, the MD CEO of Abuja Investment, Dr. Abdul Mukhtar, Mr. Farouk Sani of AIIC. All of you, we deeply appreciate you, your support and relentlessness in the pursuit of the Abuja Film Village dream and goals. My MD and mentor, Mr. Segun Oyekunle, his passion and tirelessness inspires us all to dream and trudge on as he does. Mr. Oyekunle works from dusk till dawn. It's amazing. I wonder if he has any sleep at all. Mr. Teniola Eloramo and his team, we appreciate your tenacity and passion for the AAVI dream and the Land of Honey project, that which have yielded the result of today's signing. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the entire staff of the FCTA and AAVI Limited for their hard work and commitment to this mission of Dream It, Do It. We simply cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement in this flag of occasion. Once again, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, we thank you very, very much.
Emphasize one thing. This is not about movie. It's about entertainment, recreation, and tourism. And it has more emphasis on filmmaking in a manner that will provide facilities, studios, and water views, sceneries, views that in tandem with global practices and the expectations of the international, local, and the national community. Thank you very much.
Now, when you say edifice, first and foremost, I know you agree with me that you have to crawl before you walk. First and foremost is infrastructure. But even before the infrastructure, we have to get it right with the planning, ensure that we have our final design drawings conforming to global sustainable designs, and also ensure that we give the kind of development landscaping that has not been seen in Nigeria before. So we expect this phase to last for a period of 9 to 12 months, after which we will do the breaking of ground. And once we've commenced the infrastructure process, we expect that the buildings, the entertainment parks, the theme parks, the office complexes, everything will begin to come up. It's a mixed-use development that it's a kind that has never been seen before. And we are going to put a lot of connotation from the film village and also from our mixed and diverse portfolio of partners that we have all over Europe, Middle East, and also Asia.
It actually helps us Nigerians to come together and have an industry whereby we can employ people from Abuja or people from Lagos and do a film in Abuja. It can be anywhere, you understand? So wherever it is, I think it's for the betterment of Nollywood and African cinema as a whole. So I'm really happy about it, and that's why I'm here to support it. And it just means the future is bright for Nollywood and African cinema.
Years and years ago in Ghana, I was asked what I thought about the Nigerian films, and there was some criticism at first. The themes were usually impotency, the man has some snake, some witch doctor, and all this. And at that time, I said, I'm glad for them, no matter what, because people tend to think it's just about actors and things, and it's not. An actor can only look as good as the rest of the crew. There's a lot of professions involved in filmmaking: the director, the writer, the cinematographer, the makeup artist, the sound. And you can only get experience on camera. Unlike theater, where you can go to theater school, you can practice and you do plays. In film, you can only really know how you come up on film through film. So until we started, there was no measure. And I think that since it's begun in Nigeria, for instance, because you make so many films, your whole industry has grown enormously. So I would say it's practice. That is the thing. It's like any other profession. You can talk and talk, and you can textbook, but you need to get up and do it. So I think that what we need to do is to do it, and Nigeria is doing it, and we have to keep doing it. That's all there is to it, And people have to take the craft seriously. It's not something, you wonder why maybe in Los Angeles people hear movies take months. And it's because every person in their craft is being very detailed and very professional. I think we're getting there. African films still over there, it's still very much an African audience. But I think that has only been because of the quality of the film. It's a huge audience. I mean, I understand that for Nigerian films, number one now is Canada. you know. And if you go to Canada, you'll find it's mostly Africans abroad who are hungry to see ourselves and to see what's happening. But I believe we can really cross borders, but we have to our standard has to come up, which it is, and we have to have writers that understand the sensibility and the way, you know, it's a slightly different sensibility, not so far, but we have to have writers who understand what it is that will make a movie tick over there. And I think that's happening. I really do. But that is really it. We also have to have in mind when we're writing, what is it that will sell in the United States and elsewhere.
That's the interesting part of it, because we haven't really specifically sized it. But imagining that the whole place is about 5,000 hectares. That transfers to about 12,000 acres. So we're kind of like envisioning. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. This is the MDC of Kohath Group, the one who's actually responsible for this. So they're major investors. Fabulous. She's the information officer with US Embassy. Miss Tasmany as well, from US Embassy. Representing.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
She did a very good job.
Thank you. So acreage-wise, just in terms of dividing this, it's a few hundred acres for this as well. Really, they can rent a boat and just go all around. Right now it's going to be a fishing lake. It's going to be a fishing lake, very good fishing lake. Yeah.
Excellent. And will they be able to take all the people off the rides when they want to shoot a movie in these areas?
Well, the rides are pretty much going to be centered around here, except the one that goes into the water. Yeah. And it's so vast that if you're going to shoot something like, say, Titanic, for instance, you can be around here and that will not even come to play because they're so far apart from each other. Yeah.
So we have three major entrances into the city, one from main town. This is like 30 kilometers from Maitama, coming from here, from me actually, from Transcorp here, it's 30 kilometers into these red spots, into this focal point here. Then from the airport, maybe another like 32 kilometers, yes, from here, but that's Fuji. Yes. I probably don't know Abuja more than our council is half of this, which is something like this, but the master planning was done for the entire development.
Well, before we start, I'd like to invite at this moment Reverend Dr. Ademola Ishola to please lead us in the opening prayer. Reverend Ademola Ishola, please.
We bless you for your divine investments in many lives, out of which we are about to taste of some of them. And we give you praise, dear Lord, and that you will guide us aright. And from this moment on, we ask that your hand will rest upon this project and you will glorify yourself in it, and blessings will flow to your people. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Can we please go ahead with the national anthem, please? that you're all very important, and you've taken out time out of no time to come and celebrate with us here today. You're welcome once again, but before then, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of some of the people around us, in person of Mr. M.O.A. Dada, Mr. Shegun Oyekunle, the Managing Director of Abuja Films Village, Chief Omotosho, Reverend Dr. Odunayo Oke, Mr. Tunde Lemo, Mr. Michael Shiyobola, Mr. Kola Adefila, Mr. Wale Komolafe, Mr. Samuel Abolari, Mr. Adeoye Oshowale, a director of Kohath Nigeria, Kohath Property Development, as well as Pastor Chris Ohari, also a director. And most importantly, I'd like to recognize the presence of Mr. and Mrs. Oluwatoyin Eleoramo, the parents, Mr. Teniola Eleoramo, the Managing Director, Chief Executive of Kohath Property Development Company. You're welcome, sirs. You're all welcome. Nosike Ogwenyi, having come around for the opening remark, please.
The Managing Director, Abuja Film Village International, the Managing Director, Kohath Group, Mr. Teniola, members of the management team of Abuja Film Village International, also management team of Kohath Group, members of the Nollywood team, Kannywood and so on and so forth, here present, members of Hollywood, came all the way from United States of America, other actors from Nigeria and abroad here present, distinguished guests in our midst here, gentlemen of the press, all other protocol duly observed. The Honorable Minister of FCT, distinguished Senator Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed Karam Bauchi, had wanted to be here, but he had an event with the President, CNC. In fact, there was a dinner. There's a dinner going on there, and I was supposed to be there too with him. But just as we were entering the villa, he said I should come back here and represent him, just to show the kind of importance he attaches to this afternoon. It's just the beginning of the step to actually rediscover our place as the number one, not only in Nigeria but in Africa. When I mean our place, I mean the place of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. Everybody is aware that this place is now the safest, the most central, the most accessible, and the most neutral spot in Africa. This is a place that is ethnically, religiously, tribally, whatever, blind. All of us come here and we feel equal as citizens, whether you are white or black, whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Idoma, Isoko, wherever you may be. So everybody is equal here, and that is why Abuja is the place. This is a very big opportunity, and I'm saying please grasp it, grasp it with both hands, so that you will not regret tomorrow. Of course, you know that this is the only place that even if you just get a square meter this year, in the next 3-4 years, you know what it will be. So it is the fastest growing city in the world, and all of us are privileged to be here. God brought all of us here. So the minister told me to tell you that he loves you people so much, and he wants the film industry to grow. Nollywood is already #1 in the world in some respects. It is the most profound, the one that is fastest growing in the world, and even the popular Hollywood is now envious of Nollywood. So we don't want to lose the opportunity. So it's a free place. We welcome all of you, our brothers and sisters, who are in Nollywood, and even our foreign counterparts and their friends. Please feel free in Abuja. and invest here. Investment is not only in billions of dollars. You can even invest in thousands of naira, and then you know what it will become tomorrow. So, on that note, we welcome all of you. We say enjoy your drink, enjoy your meal. Thank you very much.
We will actually have the Managing Director in person of Mr. Segun Oyekunle to give us a brief about this. Mr. Segun Oyekunle is somebody who worked in Hollywood for 28 years. He's very passionate about this project. He has an award, or he had an award, as a writer and director. He's been an actor in Hollywood. He's also written many novels. He was brought back to Nigeria 3 years ago to fulfill the reality of this dream. And now we have him as the Managing Director of Abuja Films Village. Can we please welcome him as he comes to give us his presentation? Please, let's give him a round of applause, please.
The Honorable Minister of the FCT, Senator Bala Abdulkadir Mohammed, ably represented by my good friend, the SA Media, Mr. Nosiki. Thank you. The MD CEO of Kohath Investment Group, Mr. Teni Ola Eleo Ramon, the board members of the Kohath Investment Group, who are our partners with the Land of Honey. Of course, my able staff at the Abuja Film Village, all other protocols observed. It is a great joy to be here tonight, especially after the historic and meteoric event this afternoon at the minister's boardroom. I've never seen the minister that happy and encouraging and in his element, very intelligent, very informative, and very supportive of the Abuja Film Village. We are very encouraged by his support, by his push, and especially we are blessed to have as his supporter Dr. Olorunfemi, who is the permanent secretary of the FCT. He has been the instrument that the minister has been using to get us on and to move us in this direction. We have other supporters who are giving us the support in terms of how to marry the PPP project with the private part of the PPP. And we try to use as much as the effort we can to move fast ahead to get this contract going and this joint venture going. I'm highly impressed by the effort of Kohath. We moved very fast within a couple of months to reach where we are today. And with that, we thank the Almighty God for the effort for what we have achieved so far. We believe that with this development, with this JV, in fact, the minister believes that that is going to be a trigger, a fulcrum for developing all the satellite towns, because once the film village is developed, all the adjacent satellite towns and local government areas will be developed. So we thank you for coming. We invite you to come and invest, as the minister's statement points out through his representative. It doesn't have to be a lot of amount of money to invest at the film village. There are so many other aspects. We have so many over 50 components to the film village, which will interest everyone who has some form of development to, some form of investment funds to expand. Let us do it together. Thank you very much.
Mr. Teniola Eleoramo. Can we give him a round of applause?
The President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator David Bonaventure Mark, in absence, His Excellency the Governor of Ekiti State, represented ably by Mr. Wale Adeoye, the Honorable Minister of FCT, represented by Mr. Nosiki Oboyi, our leading bank chiefs, and also friends, partners, family, and your good selves. I would like to welcome you all to this flag-off cocktail party of the Land of Honey City Development Company. The chairman, Kohath Investment Group, and the representative of other development partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity to address this August gathering on behalf of my company gives me a very great pleasure. I will start by saying that the development of real estate, especially the provision of good housing with adequate infrastructure, remains one of the biggest challenges faced by our society today. Looking around, I can see the guests here are people of high caliber, of high net worth, if you permit me to say that. And I'm sure we've been all around the world and we've seen what real estate should look like. The problem has been worsened by the haphazard and poorly conceived implemented programs at various times in the life of our country. The vast majority of Nigerians live in communities that are unplanned and therefore do not have the basic infrastructure that makes living worthwhile. Many communities are built without reference to planning codes. They are invariably without basic infrastructure, and they sometimes represent public health and fire hazards. Kohath, with the support of Abuja Film Village and our partners, I think I'm confident enough to mention our partners in person of Zero Suite International Limited, who are our international technical partners and responsible for development advisory project management, and also the Renaissance Group, ably represented in this gathering. We are able to surmount these challenges and provide the challenges and provide them housing for our teeming population in Nigeria. The challenges include difficulties associated with acquiring land and the problem of funding private finance. We all know the problem associated with funding in the country. We would like to also use this opportunity to call on the support of federal government and our state governments to liberalize the process for acquiring land and to encourage the development of the construction sector, which targets most especially the medium and the low-income groups in the real estate sector of Nigeria. The Land of Honey is currently the largest real estate development project in Nigeria. For those that bother to know, and those technical enough, it spans over an acreage of 1,767 hectares. That's 17 million square meters. Our city, when I say our, I don't mean the board and management of Kohath, I don't mean the board and management of Abuja Film Village. I mean everybody here present and everybody that has the opportunity to listen to me in the future. Because I see this as victory for the Federal Capital Territory. I see it as victory for every young entrepreneur. I see it as victory also for Nigeria, for Africa, and the black race as a whole. Our city will be built in an efficient and sustainable way with closed sewage and tree-lined streets. The streets will be lit and will not be devoid of open spaces, parks, ample recreational areas, I must say, I mean, just like you'll agree with me, talk is cheap, but I will try to encourage you by letting you know how far we've gone as regards the project itself. A full project team has been assembled, which comes from a wide diversity of architects from Portugal, real estate developers, investors from Russia, from South Africa, also our project managers based out of Dubai. The master planning process is also about to commence in January, which all of you will be very much aware of. And I must say, categorically, we have a dedicated project management company to ensure that we are not taking a curative approach to the development. We are going to take a preventive approach. In other words, we want to get it right from the beginning. We don't want to spend money correcting what we did bad. So we are dedicating a project management to follow World Bank standard, ecological standards, sustainability. All these things are things we are going to look at. And I must say categorically, most businessmen, and maybe my board will fire me for this, but the focus is not so much on making money, but the focus is on realizing the vision and looking back in the next 20, 30 years and say that as a young man and in our lifetime, we were able to put something together that the future generation will be able to point at. We intend to commence development of the city first quarter 2011. When I say development, I mean planning. Renaissance Group of Russia, we really appreciate you for your support. We look forward to finalizing the details of what we have together. They've shown full commitment in giving the financial backing that is required for the project, while Sirisuit International also as project managers and also our able architects all the way from Portugal. I must not conclude without expressing my profound thanks to all those who have supported this project in one way or the other. This is not the beginning of an end, but this is the beginning of another success, because we are flagging off the project today, but the job has just begun. We would like to thank the Ministry of Federal Capital Territory, the Federal Capital Development Authority, the Abuja Film Village, the Renaissance Group of Russia, Sirisuit International, and most importantly, the best wife in the world, Mrs. Ibiso Eloramo.
Rotimi Oyekomi, and also Mr. Kobla Wasono, the Vice President, West Africa of Renaissance Group, are also around. You're both welcome. The representatives of Cyril Sweet and also that of Renaissance Group, partners in this project. I'd like to invite you for your comments, please.
Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to be representing Cyril Sweet in this very launch of this prestigious project. My name is Shad Hira. I run the hospitality sector for Cyril Sweet internationally. Cyril Sweet is an 80-year-old company, UK-based, of course, and now spreaded its wings all over the world with 44 offices around the world and 1,200 professionals backing it and delivering projects all around the world. We're very, very proud and excited to be associated with this project, and we hope to transfer all our expertise into the project, all our 80 years of legacy into the project, and eventually founding, our Cyril Sweet Nigerian branch, which, just like our motto says, global know-how, is for Nigerians and eventually going to be run by the Nigerians. There's no doubt with the partners on this project, and of course with the support of the government, it's going to be one of the outstanding or benchmark projects in the whole of Nigeria, and others should follow that benchmark. So we're very, very proud. My board is very proud as well to be and conveys their regards to all of you in this panel. Thank you.
We have in our midst Akosu Abusia. With a wave of hand, please.
Hollywood.
From Hollywood. Jenny Vivenanji is also in our camp. Rita Dominic is also part of us. We have Chinedu Aki in our midst. And also, we have Francis Duru. Francis Duru, Hollywood and Nollywood stars in our midst. You're welcome.
Lancelot is called Governor. One of our greatest, if not the greatest directors Nigeria has. We are very happy that he's here also. Thank you.
Most beautiful girl in Nigeria. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Fiona Amuzie, and I'm the most beautiful girl in Nigeria 2010. Thank you.
A round of applause again for both the Nollywood, Hollywood stars, and also the most beautiful girl in Nigeria. Once again, please. Round of applause, please. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
A network of 10 Portuguese top companies, experts in different engineering areas, and landscape and GIS, CGI, everything that we'll need to make this project a successful one. I can assure that this team, together with all the project partners, financially and technically sustainable, beautiful project. Thank you all very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adeoye Oshewale. I'm one of the directors of the Kohath Investment Group. Just want to say a very, very big thank you to all of you. It's been a pleasure interacting with you, mingling with you. We thank you for your time. We know people have flown from different parts of the countries to come and witness this August occasion. And so thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure, and we do hope to see you all again at the groundbreaking event, which I'm not at liberty to tell you yet, so please do watch this space. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
I say a very big thank you once again for your coming, and we expect you to continue with the wining and dining. Do have a good evening. Thank you once again.
Okay, want to take a picture?
Hello, good evening, everybody. Okay, I'm being put on the spot here now. But I'm very glad to be here tonight with all these beautiful faces, wonderful people. We represent Nollywood, we rep Nollywood, and we're glad that these days have come to stay. They are here for real. We're glad to be here with you guys tonight, and we hope you have a wonderful time. And please, investors, bring more money. More money. So have a nice time. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Captured in next year's project. So there's every likelihood that it will take off.
Absolutely. That is our joy. It's captured in next year budget. The concept design is already done. Now it comes to architectural and engineering design. The minister has said that it's going to give us all assistance that is needed to attract international investors to come and partner with us. And it's working. It's declaring that there's no going back on the film village. Really, it made investors settle down and say, okay, now good. This is not just a pie in the sky.
One last question, sir. What has been the disposition of the principal actors in the Nollywood, sir?
Oh, that you see them. They come, we give presentations to them. They say, "Wow, this is a godsend. This is what they've been waiting for." And the best of Nollywood is here tonight. They said it has to. They have to come. We didn't pay them one couple. These are people who don't go to any function without being paid, but they said, we have to come.
Still on the film village, from your estimation, what do you think we will be able to take off the project to total completion?
We have 2015 as our target. We have major infrastructure challenge. Kohath is planning to solve part of that in the land of honey. Yeah, JV is called land of honey because they intend to make it the best city within the city development.